Okay, March 2020, like, I know, we all fucking hated it. But here's another story about it. My son was like 9, 10 months old when the pandemic started. So that was cool for us. And very lucky, like I'm very blessed that I had a job where I could work from home. My husband worked from home. And then daycare just stopped. So we were just there all the time, which is not what I signed up for in parenthood and marriage. Turns out. But like, yeah, all of you, like, it's the same. So during that time, we went like hardcore safety town, like wiping our groceries. I didn't see any of my friends for 2 years. Like, we had our little pod, which was like my parents, and we're like, oh, they're old, because they're like 62. That's like, now I'm like, we wish you'd just gotten it so we could have moved past this. I know that's insensitive. It was, we have to remember the place we're in right now when we're talking about this, okay? I'm gonna move on. I'm losing you guys. Okay, so we were just, what I'm trying to say is we were like super, super, super locked down, and that was really hard for my brain. And so during that time, I lost my ability to be normal, if I ever had it in the first place, which we're not really sure. And so I would get off Zoom calls and I'd be like, I think I was really weird the way I was like looking and talking to people in that meeting. And it's not normal for a person, I think, to look at a tiny box with their face for 8 hours a day. So I started, once I got vaccinated, I was like, Botox, like my face is ruined. And so some of that happened. But all in all, like during this time, being a full-time employee and a mom the whole time, I really just kind of came to this place where I was like, look, I know who I am. I'm a middle-aged mom of a toddler in the suburbs. I work in HR. Like, I'm not sexy. Okay. Okay. You and I are gonna talk after. But you know what I mean? I was just like, okay, I'm not like 22 anymore. I'm not like having this fun life. Like right now, I'm out for like the first time in for freaking ever. So I really like kind of just started embracing that and was like, okay, I'll find my people who are also like dork moms who are apparently revolting. So the first thing my family did that was out in public was in December 2021. We were like, oh, let's like ease back into society and go to Disneyland. Because like all the adults were vaccinated and boosted, and the kids are fine, I guess, like whatever. You know, what will be, will be. And so we went with my sister's family and then my parents, and so there were 9 of us, and we went down to Disneyland, and again, embracing that, like, I'm a mom thing, I was like, we're wearing matching shirts every day. And so we had like a spreadsheet that I'd made that was like, Mondays, you know, we're gonna be in Magic Kingdom, and we're wearing this shirt, and like whatever, with all the days. It was very important to me. It was really the only thing I had going in my life leading up to this, was like planning for this like Instagram moment of being a mom. And so we were there, and I just want to say, first to say, being a mom is like really fun. And it also sucks ass, right? And if you're a mom, like, okay, one other person in here's a mother, love that. Okay. But maybe that's true, because moms are at home, like, breastfeeding or whatever they're supposed to be doing right now. It's a Saturday night. So, this is why I don't go out. And anyways, so we're at Disneyland, and we're gonna go on Splash Mountain. And like, I know that's a problem. It's a problematic ride, okay? And they're changing it, and I don't want to get into it. I feel like you guys are gonna talk to me about it later, and it's fine. But We're on Splash Mountain, and it's December, so we don't want to be, like, drenched. And the kids are with my parents, because they're, like, tiny. Like, a 2-year-old can't go on Splash Mountain. So it's just, like, me, my sister, my husband, and my brother-in-law. And we put on orange Oregon State ponchos over ourselves, and then we're wearing our backpacks, like, on the front. You know, just, again, like, really... You know, you would be throwing up. It'd be so disgustingly unattractive to you. And so we go down Splash Mountain, and we're coming around the curve at the end, and I look off to my left, and I see Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian with, like, all their mutual kids, I think. And so my sister Casey and I are, like, punching each other. We're like... Are you fucking seeing this? And so I'm like, oh, we'll be cool. So we get off, and they're like standing in the exit because they're so famous. Like, of course, they don't do normal lines at Disneyland. And so they're standing in the exit waiting to get on. And so I'm walking, and Travis Barker comes up to here on me. And that's fine for him, but is like the width of my thigh. And he's like this, and we do that, like... You know, which way are we gonna go? And I'm like, and he's like, not amused at all. So rude. And I kind of, so I go past him. I'm like, okay. Ugh. And then I hear Kourtney, and she's with her 2 kids. I like how I say Kourtney, like, oh, Court. You know, Court was just with her kids. And her kids were arguing about who was gonna sit with who. And remember, I don't have any kids with me in this moment. And I go, I get it. Because she was like, you're going to sit with whoever, and that's what it is. Like a very mom comment. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, too. And she goes, what? And then I walked away.